Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to be doing a reading today, but it is Sunday and I feel like we're going to have a Sunday service just because it's Sunday, so why not call it a Sunday service? But I want to look into the divine masculine and divine feminine energy. Now, I can sit here and say that I'm a divine feminine, but that doesn't mean that I'm not sitting here in my divine masculine energy. So I want to have a look at that. I want to have a look at the yin and the yang without trying to confuse it. So let's pull two energies and hopefully you recognize when you're kind of, or what energy you're in, or I was going to say you recognize when your energy is kind of shifted and changed and maybe you're more predominantly masculine at a certain time to get you through certain situations. I always look at the masculines as being more logical in your head, if sensible wants to come through. When you're kind of acting sensible, and then the feminine's energy, I feel, is all about feelings, the heart space, following the heart. Okay. We've got the Tarot Grand Lux. Let's start with these. Okay, how am I going to do this? Because I need to free up some storage on my phone at some point. My videos are not recording for as long as one would like. As long as one would like. Okay, would like longer videos? Right, let's... They're interesting because look, we've got, we'll start seeing all the signs now. I don't want to over-explain what I'm doing. I want to look into both of the energies, one of the yin and one of the yang. And let's see where we are. Are we on the, like, the same page? Are we on the same card? Are we feeling the same things? Yin, yang. Let's have a look at the yin energy first. Okay, interesting. Your divine masculine energy is dormant. Okay, he's resting. So what does this mean? There's a masculine here. We're looking into the yin energy. And we have the masculine here that's resting. Resting but dreaming. Okay, that's interesting. Resting but dreaming. Masculines are very chatty, aren't they, lately? Rowdy, a bit rowdy. Okay. So the energy here is that the masculines, the yang energy is doing far enough that the feminine energy doesn't really need to tap into that. So I feel there could be an overpowerment of masculine energy at the moment, and the feminines are just, they don't need to join that. Their energy doesn't need to join that group. Let's have a look at the group of yang masculine energy. Yeah. Where they're going, I don't know, because look, they're being pulled in that direction or that direction. So a very active masculine energy. Dormant within you, divine feminine, but it feels like you're dreaming for your masculine energy. So maybe you're dreaming and he's following suit. Okay, following what suits him. Interesting. He looks very don't know what word wants to come out. There's a few. Starstruck, bedazzled. So let's have a look at the horses. We have the yin here and then we have the yang. Are they mirroring each other? Well, all I can see is this hoof here. Okay. So let's delve into this a bit more. Divine feminine, the yin energy. You have the Four of Swords coming up. There is a masculine here who is resting and in his chamber, on his tomb. I don't know. It's like you've laid the masculine to rest. Rest in peace. Okay, that's the energy coming through from the divine feminines to their divine masculine's energy. It's like rest in peace. Let's just be peaceful. I don't know, but there's something about your dreams here. Dreams can come true. Look at me, babe, I'm with you. Let's read this. And I feel these dreams are being, well, they're spurring on the divine masculine, the yang energy here. Even though, like, your yang portion is resting in peace. Oh, you got to keep up with this energy. All right. Okay. I've gone to the Chariot. I want to go to the Four of Swords that's come out with the yin energy. Let's find the swords in here. Opinions vary as to whether the knight in this card is merely resting or dead. I did pick up like the tomb. First of all, chamber, but then it was a tomb. Okay. To me, it's the latter. Wow, he's dead. But I've created an image that can be interpreted either way. The additional faded figure in the top right might be interpreted as a dream where our sleeping knight once again relives his battles and glories of the day. Or one could see it as his spirit or soul leaving his earthly body. The PX monogram in the stained glass window connects tarot with Christianity as the monogram is made of the first two letters of Christ's name in the Greek alphabet. The symbol is called a Chiro, which is the origin of my name and also how it's pronounced. Oh, Chiro Marchetti. Chiro. Interesting. The symbol is called a Chiro, which is the origin of my name and also how it's pronounced. That's interesting. Okay. Is he dead or is he resting? I was going to say, does it matter? Because I feel you're balanced, Divine Feminine. When I was pulling the cards, I got the Divine Feminine cards out. It's like I don't really have any masculine cards. Like there's like a Divine Masculine deck, as in like the Divine Feminine Oracle, a Divine Masculine Oracle. And it's just like, because the feminine energy is very strong and potent, important. But once you are balanced, it's not you don't need your masculine's energy, but you don't need an outside force to come in to rescue you. No, that looks like the energy of the Chariot. With the Yang energy, the Yang. We dropped the G. We dropped the guy. That's what it took me to. With Yang ending with a G. It's like we dropped the G. Let's go over to the Yang energy here, the Chariot. A major arcana out of the Divine Masculine's hands here. What's going on? There's a bit of a scatterbrain energy. An end destination or goal is established. So I sang Gabrielle, we should say. Gabrielle, dreams can come true. Look at me, babe, I'm with you. You know you've got to have them. You know you've got to be strong. It looks like he's got a destination in mind. An end destination or goal is established, but to get there will require considerable determination and effort. There is energy and drive from varying sources, but it may be in conflict. Now that's interesting because we're leaving, if you're divine feminine, it feels like we're leaving the divine masculine energy to rest in peace. Okay. The energy of not being tormented, because if you're tormented with a lack mentality, the masculine's going to pick up on this. If you're more focused on your dreams, it seems like your feminine dreams, it seems that because that's very self-nurturing, is to visualize and create for yourself the life that you're wanting, there's a knock-on effect with the masculine. So there is energy and drive from varying sources, but it may be in conflict. As symbolized by the two horses pulling in two different directions, there may not be common agreement and purpose. Focus and control are required to channel that energy at the desired pace and in the direction you choose. Okay, this masculine has to make his own choices. Now also, like I said, if you're allowing the masculine to rest in peace, you've laid it to bed. You've laid it to bed. You've laid it to rest. For now. I feel that's all that there ever is the now. So, for now, we will lay this to rest. This is an interesting energy. I wasn't sure why they wanted me to check in on both sides, but straight away I felt that the feminines were focusing on themselves, self-love, okay, creating, visualizing, manifesting, watching nature for the signs. You are not alone, divine feminine. I think that you're at that knowing point now, is that you are not alone. So there is nothing missing. And then we have this energy here that's all kind of being directed through the divine masculine. Okay. Well, I do have the Greek mythology cards here. So let's have a look at these. Divine feminine, let's have a look. I should say the yin energy. So interesting, because I said hopefully you kind of recognise when you're in your masculine or when you're in your feminine energy. Have you laid your masculine to rest, or is he very... Are you very... The energy of starstruck is coming through. It's like you're in a daze. You're not paying actually attention to what... I don't know, you're paying attention to something here in the masculine's energy. Let's have a look at the yin energy, the divine feminine's energy. See what card from the Greek mythology wants to come out. So we've got this energy of you laying your masculine down so that he can rest. And you can allow your divine feminine to... you can feel your way through things now. And you have water nymphs, feelings. And that is exactly what word I picked up for the feminines. I said I feel the masculines are in their minds and the feminines are in their feelings. The water nymphs. Now this energy here of the water nymphs, they seduce the men. I believe they do anyway. I better read about it because I might be getting them mixed up with the mermaids that call in the sailors. Okay. And then devour them, like put them to their death. So let's read this card first though, before I get my stories mixed up. Water nymphs, feelings. Rivers and streams were inhabited by their own Okay. Rivers and streams were inhabited by their own divine naiads or nymphs that could be called upon to heal the sick, predict the future, or watch over flocks. But as helpful as the naiads were, they could also get too carried away and take a poor mortal into a place of no return. Okay. We got too carried away here. We've taken this mortal to a place of no return. No return into what? To the old way of being? Because there definitely is this energy of seduction, and you've done all that you're fully a fully fledged feminine. We want to say that. Obviously, there's always room for growth. Otherwise, life would be very boring if we had nothing new to learn or to evolve into. But in the eyes of our world, you are a fully fledged divine feminine. Okay, you have like arrived. Now you can rest. So, but as helpful as the naiads were, they could also get too carried away and take a poor mortal into a place of no return. This card portrays young Hylas, whom the nymphs found so irresistible that they pulled him down into the watery depths to keep forever. The mysterious element of water represents our emotions, sensitivities, and feelings. It is the power which causes us quietly to reflect, to love, or feel very deeply. It also holds our unconscious responses and family karma. The soul and the soul's memories reside in water. This card indicates you are at a time when the nymphs of the watery depths are calling you, and emotions will be more important than words. You should be gentle with yourself and use this time to relax and quietly reflect on your feelings. Okay. Let's have a look at the masculine's energy. I don't want to add any more to that because I could kind of pick that apart and point out things, but I think we get the message. Feelings. The energy's quiet, your side, Divine Feminine. Very graceful. Divine Masculine, I have your card, the Yang energy. Hestia, inner fire. I was going to say you're not shitting me. You can see. Something's pushing you. Belly rumbling. Hungry. Hestia. Okay, Belly. Wow. You're chatty. Inner fire. The goddess was the custodian of the holy fire at the centre of the home. The goddess. I feel that's what you've become, Divine Feminine. A goddess. Hestia's temples were circular, like the sun, and the fire inside them was worshipped for its divine presence and purity. This card represents the divine light and is symbolic of the sacred fire within you. Hestia is the feminine aspect of the sun, or the holy spark of sacred fire or spirit within each of us. For the sun at the centre of the solar system is like Hestia at the centre of each individual. She meditates between the earthly human and the fire of divinity, being of both the fire and the earth element. Okay. Let's have a look at this energy. You could find yourself alone at this time, and you might enjoy the serenity in some household duties or ritual as you focus on inner peace and contemplation. Hestia has remarkable repose, and she extends this quiet dignity to you now as you are urged to listen to the quiet flame within. Now, there is a transmutation of energy here from the Divine Feminine to the Divine Masculine. It's like calm down, rest, Okay, connect to that inner fire within. So Hestia has remarkable repose, and she extends this quiet dignity to you now as you are urged to listen to the quiet flame within. And I feel that's coming through the dreams. Okay. Wow. Like I said, Divine Feminine, it's like you can just rest. You've done enough. You don't want to overdo it. But you've done enough that the feminine here is wakening within the... It's awoken. It's awoken him. Because the feminine has awoken within this divine masculine here. We drop the G. Okay, very interesting. Should we have a look at the sacred destiny? It takes two to make a thing go right. Let's have a look at the feminines, the yin side of this matter. It's kind of like the question when you ask someone, like, what's the matter? Well, let's find out. Let's have a look at, see what the matter is. We're talking about feelings. Is it matter? Gateway. Unicorns, that's beautiful. Because it's a softer energy than these ferocious horses here. Oh, okay, you can fall to the floor. That was the book. Let's have a look at the yin energy here, the Divine Feminine's energy with Gateway. What's interesting, because I'm taken to like the horse now. And then, obviously, we've got the horses here. You have a gateway with a unicorn. Follow the unicorn. Whether or not that comes in a dream, but follow the unicorn. Gateway. Enchanted Valley. There are places on the planet where the veil between the physical realms and the mystical dimensions is especially thin. I feel that you're drawing the Divine Masculine most definitely to you, because I feel your Divine Feminine feels as safe as houses. It's like home sweet home. So there are places on the planet where the veil between the physical realms and the mystical dimensions is especially thin. These places are called portals, vortexes, or spirit gateways. In mythology, they are revered as places where things beyond ordinary reality can occur. Mystics, visionaries, and shamans can traverse this realm and the next through these places. I wanted to call him the shaman. I don't know how do you say it? Shaman? Shaman? It's got no R in it, but... So mystics, visionaries and shamans can traverse this realm and the next through these places. In Celtic traditions, the wee folk, fairies and elves, especially move through these portals and have access to these magical places. The Enchanted Valley is the place where these portals often appear. Okay, so what the sacred landscape wants you to know. Magic is afoot. Wondrous events are unfolding, profound revelations and inner illuminations are close at hand. It is now much easier to manifest your dreams. It's exactly the guidance to settle into the Divine Feminine energy. Self-love, self-nurturing, visualizing, dreaming, manifesting. You've got the power. Snap. He also has the power, which he is just... realizing. I feel like the power's pulling him. I'm not sure he's pushing the power. It's like the power was pulling him. The power is the driving force. It is now much easier to manifest your dreams. This is an excellent time to take action on your visions for your future. A small amount of action now will generate much bigger results. And the action needs to just be visualizing actually a future vision. A small amount of action now will generate much bigger results. Gateways to spirit are opening, and there are places where the veil is especially thin. Fairies and elves are supporting you. Wonders are blossoming in your life. Watch for them. Open your heart to hallowed, holy, magical energy. The more you become aware of the small marvels in your life, the more they will grow in magnitude. And I said to look out in nature for all the signs. You are not alone. Oh, that was a good message. Divine Masculine. I've got the Greek mythology book sitting on top of that. Okay, let's have a look. Just elbow the journey of love. Well, let's see where you are on the journey. Well, we're having a look at your sacred destiny first. I do have the enchanted map. Let's have a look for the yang energy, please. I have the card. Divine Masculine, what card do you have? Change. That looks beautiful, doesn't it? Look at the horsey there. It's not so like ferocious or however, whatever word. Just takes me to the merry-go-round energy I picked up the other day. So let's have a look at change. Dancing clouds. Throughout time, people have looked to the heavens for signs, and in the ever-changing movement of the clouds, they have seen shapes and forms that seem to be direct, although you can see the clouds here. So throughout time, people have looked to the heavens for signs, and in the ever-changing movement of the clouds, they have seen shapes and forms that seem to be direct messages from the Creator. Beep. Who's the Creator? You're the Creator, Divine Feminine. I just told you that. Hestia. Clouds are shapeshifters. I feel the masculine's quite a shapeshifter as well, because we've been told to have a look for the animals, because I feel like, well, they're right by your side, aren't they? Clouds are shapeshifters. Their essence is the same, but they can change from mist to rain, to ice, to snow, to water. The transient nature of clouds lends the understanding that life is transitionary and ever-changing. So the sacred landscape wants you to know it's okay to change your mind. It's all right to change directions. You do not need to be consistent. This is the time to put the needs and expectations of others aside and listen to the beat of your own drum. You don't need to follow tradition. Create your own traditions. You are free to express yourself and let your spirit fly. Be daring. Go beyond predictable behaviour. Just because something has always been done a certain way doesn't mean that it needs to continue to be done that way. You can't control the exact circumstances of your life, but you can control what meaning you give to them. Select meanings that empower you, for this is the time to be carefree, wild, and unpredictable. It's nice energy, Divine Masculine. Like I said, Divine Feminine, all over the place. They're going wild. Okay. Let's, should we have a look at a Divine Feminine card? Let's see what card your soul selects. Let's have a look at the yin energy first. What card is going to come out for the Divine Feminine's energy. This one's for the feminines, and then this one is for the masculine's energy. Thank you. That makes that a lot easier. How are we doing for time? Half an hour? Half an hour and 18 seconds. We've got to have a look at the card first. Miao Shan, the Princess of Mercy. Divine Feminine, you have the Princess of Mercy. Giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. Giving is receiving. Let's read this message. Miao? I don't know how you pronounce her name. The Princess of Mercy. We've got to find out whereabouts she is in the book. Okay. Give me all your loving, all your hugs and kisses too. That's what's coming through. Let's find out. 108, page number 108. Why did your soul select her card, Divine Feminine? The author, Sue Monk Kidd, articulates the process of empathy so clearly when she writes, empathy is the most mysterious transaction that the human soul can have. And it's accessible to all of us. But we have to give ourselves to the opportunity to identify, to plunge ourselves in a story where we see the world from the bottom up or through another's eyes or heart. Empathy is mercy's twin sister. When we can feel into the reality of someone else's suffering, we open up to the possibility of mercy. Mercy comes from the old Etruscan merc, which means exchange. Mercy is the embodiment of compassion. It can feel easy or even natural to have compassion for people who have never harmed us personally. But mercy is having compassion for someone who has. Mercy requires that we give something of ourselves, which is symbolized by Miao Shan giving her eyes and arms to the king. It can feel like a great sacrifice, interesting, giving the eyes and arms to the king. Where I felt, what have you given the masculine here in his dream state? Arms to manifest, eyes to see. It can feel like a great sacrifice to be so giving towards someone who has given us nothing but suffering. Here's where the magic comes in. The law of the universe is merciful. The more we give, the more we receive. When the king realised the profound act of mercy his daughter bestowed on him, Miao Shan transformed into her true manifestation as the 1,000-armed Kuan Yin. And what I said about you, transforming, evolving. Miao Shan is a reminder that giving is true receiving, that giving is the true receiving. When we refuse to release our anger towards someone, we're blocking the flow of the universe within us. We are not harming the person who harmed us by remaining angry. We are keeping ourselves from receiving the love and light that is already ours. That's so important. Page number 111. Or the Empress number. Number 3. So, shall I repeat this? Here's where the magic comes in. The law of the universe is merciful. The more we give, the more we receive. When the king realised the profound act of mercy his daughter bestowed on him, Miao Shan transformed into her true manifestation as the 1,000-armed Kuan Yin. And I'd say that the Divine Masculine here is recognising you. What did I say? Wasn't a bona fide, like. Maybe he's getting a bit of a boner. But anyway, Lucy, okay. bona fide divine feminine. A legitimate one. So when the king realised the profound act of mercy his daughter bestowed on him, Miao Shan transformed into her true manifestation as the 1,000-armed Kuan Yin. Miao Shan is a reminder that giving is the true receiving. When we refuse to release our anger towards someone, we're blocking the flow of the universe within us. We are not harming the person who harmed us by remaining angry. We are keeping ourselves from receiving the love and light that is already ours. The soul voice meditation, who can I give mercy to in this moment? And the intention, giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. It's a beautiful energy. Divine masculine, yang energy. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your divine feminine energy. Whereabouts is she? Okay. Zhao. Listen with the names. Zhao Xuanjing, the mystic of peace. I am peace. Rest in peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. And I picked up on the yang energy. I would refer it to being very much in the head, in the mind. So, here's the card. Looks very much fiery energy of the Hestia here, isn't it? Anyway, let's get back to this card. Let's see why your soul selected this Divine Feminine card, the Mystic of Peace. Let's find out whereabouts she is in the book. (158). 50 pages later. Well, that one was 108, wasn't it? I think so. 158. When your soul selects her card, Albert Einstein reportedly said that we cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. Clarity only comes from clarity. There is a peace and calm that exists far beneath the constant banter most of us listen to all day within our minds. Jungian author Clarissa Pinkola Estes calls it the river beneath the river. It's the steady flow of the universal life force that wants us to reach our goal if we can only get still enough to merge with it. Wu Wei in Taoism translates as doing nothing. It's a sacred feminine art of trusting the force of life that exists within us all. Zao mastered this spiritual practice by calming her mind and experiencing the still center that's at the eye of every storm. Zao is the call for us to be still, to do nothing other than shift our awareness. Come out of the current state of mind we're in before making any moves or decisions. She reminds us that we only want to take action when what is moving us is the force of love at the heart of everything. Wow. I wanted to go to the Chariot energy again because I felt that this force was dragging and pulling the Divine Masculine. Okay. Soul voice meditation. Enter the heart and ask to experience stillness. Repeat the mantra, I am peace. Intention, I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. So very much this message today for the Divine Masculine, really. Rest in peace. Okay. Should we have a look and see where you are on the enchanted map? 39 minutes, 23 seconds. Okay. Yin energy. Let's have a look. Divine Feminine. Let's see what card wants to come out. Show us whereabouts you are. It literally did come out. Flying. Card number 20. All comes in with the merry-go-round. The horses on the carousel. And you had a unicorn, didn't you? You did have a unicorn with a gateway. And we spoke about dreams and how they're being, well, about vision. Should we say that? Vision. And how that's being shared. Card number 20. Flying. You have the power to see things from a higher perspective. If you were a bird flying high in the air, what would you see? When you soar above life's challenges and opportunities, a new perspective becomes available. Today you have invisible wings that allow you to swiftly bring your circumstances into alignment with your higher purpose. This is a sign that your waiting is over, that all your hard work has paid off, and the things you hoped for are no longer beyond your scope. You have the ability to reach for the stars and find one with your name on it. Spread your wings and soar. The angels are waiting for you. And I need to cut off this video like now. I'll catch up with you guys soon. Until then, take care. Much love. Bye for now.